Imagine having more by owning less. That's the intriguing paradox of minimalist habits. This concept, though seemingly paradoxical, represents a lifestyle focused on simplicity, clarity, and purpose. Minimalist habits are the practices that help us declutter our lives, whether that's our homes, our schedules, or even our thoughts. Today we live in a world that is characterized by excess. We're constantly bombarded with messages that encourage us to acquire more, do more, be more. But amidst this noise, there's a growing movement that is choosing to step away from the chaos. People worldwide are embracing minimalism, a lifestyle that challenges the status quo and offers a refreshing perspective on what it means to live a fulfilling life. Minimalism isn't about renouncing all material possessions or leading an austere life. Rather, it's about making intentional decisions, about choosing what to let in and what to leave out. It's about decluttering not just our physical spaces, but also our mental and emotional landscapes. It's about focusing on what truly matters, on the people, activities, and experiences that add value to our lives. The beauty of minimalist habits lies in their simplicity and their transformative power. They help us remove the unnecessary, thereby creating space for the essential. Through these habits we learn to appreciate the beauty of less, and in the process we find that we actually have more. More time, more focus, more peace, more freedom. Minimalism is gaining popularity for a reason. It offers a way out of the endless cycle of consumption and dissatisfaction. It offers a path towards a life that is characterized by contentment, fulfillment, and freedom. And through minimalist habits, we can step onto this path and begin our journey. Minimalist habits aren't about stripping life down to the bare minimum, but about making room for what truly enriches it. They're about shifting our focus from the quantity of our possessions to the quality of our lives. So let's embark on this journey together, embracing the power of less to discover the joy of more. So what really are minimalist habits? They're not just about throwing away stuff. In fact, they're about far more than that. Minimalist habits are about adopting a lifestyle that prioritizes quality over quantity, necessity over excess, and intention over impulse. Let's delve deeper into this concept. At its core, minimalist habits involve mindful consumption. This means being acutely aware of what we bring into our lives, whether that's a physical object, a relationship, or even an idea. It's about choosing to consume less but better. It's not about deprivation, but rather about making conscious choices that enhance our lives, rather than cluttering it with unnecessary elements. Minimalist habits also revolve around intentional decision-making. Every choice we make, big or small, shapes our lives in some way. When we make decisions with intention, we take control of these shapes, ensuring they align with our values and aspirations. This could be as simple as deciding to invest in a high-quality item that will last for years, instead of buying a cheap one that will need to be replaced in a few months. Or it could be as profound as choosing to spend our time on activities that truly enrich us rather than those that merely fill our time. And then, there's the cultivation of simplicity. Minimalist habits encourage us to streamline our lives, to remove the excess, the distractions, the unnecessary complexity. This applies not just to our physical possessions but also to our mental clutter. It's about decluttering our thoughts, focusing our attention, and simplifying our goals. By doing so, we make room for what truly matters. Time management, too, falls under the umbrella of minimalist habits. It's about prioritizing tasks that bring us closer to our goals and eliminating those that don't. It's about making the most of our time rather than letting it slip through our fingers. Minimalist habits challenge us to ask, does this add value to my life? They push us to be selective, to be intentional, and to be mindful. They encourage us to live a life of simplicity, intentionality, and quality, and in doing so, they help us to lead more fulfilling, less cluttered lives. Building minimalist habits doesn't happen overnight, but every journey begins with a single step. Imagine your life less cluttered, more focused, and full of what truly matters to you. This is the essence of minimalism. It's not about owning less for the sake of owning less, but about making room for what's truly important. So, how do we start building these minimalist habits? The first step is decluttering your living space. This doesn't mean you have to throw everything out and live with only a chair and a bed. Instead, it's about being mindful of what you bring into your home and what you choose to keep. Ask yourself, does this serve a purpose? Does it bring me joy? If the answer to either question is no, consider letting it go. Next, practice mindful shopping. We live in a world where we're constantly bombarded with advertisements telling us to buy more. But more isn't always better. Before making a purchase, take a moment to think about whether you truly need it, or if it's just an impulse buy. Reducing digital distractions is another key step in building minimalist habits. Our phones and computers can be incredibly useful tools, but they can also be major sources of distraction. Try setting specific times for checking emails and social media, and resist the urge to mindlessly scroll during your downtime. Setting clear, meaningful goals is also crucial. What do you want to achieve with your minimalistic lifestyle? Maybe it's to save money, to reduce stress, or to have more time for the people and activities you love. Having a clear vision can help guide your decisions and keep you on track. Finally, remember that building minimalist habits is a journey, not a destination. There will be setbacks, and that's okay. What's important is not achieving perfection, but making consistent progress. Each small step you take towards minimalism is a step towards a more focused, fulfilling life. Remember, the goal isn't perfection but progress. Small steps can lead to big changes. So, what happens when we embrace minimalist habits? The impact can be transformative. Let's start with one of the most immediate and tangible benefits: reduced stress. The average person spends a shocking amount of time managing, cleaning, organizing, and worrying about their stuff. By adopting a minimalist approach, we can drastically cut down on the mental and physical clutter, freeing up our minds to focus on what truly matters. Imagine a life where your home is a serene, clutter-free sanctuary, where you're not constantly tripping over toys, scrambling to find your keys, or spending your weekends cleaning and organizing. Sounds peaceful, right? That's the power of minimalist habits. Next, let's talk about increased focus. In a world where we're constantly bombarded by noise and distractions, minimalism can be a lifeline. By simplifying our environments, schedules, and even our digital lives, we can cut through the noise and concentrate on the tasks and moments that truly deserve our attention. Think about it. How much more productive could you be if you weren't constantly checking your phone or navigating a cluttered workspace or juggling a jam-packed schedule? Minimalist habits can help us reclaim our focus and use it to achieve our most important goals. Financial freedom is another major benefit of minimalist habits. By choosing to own less and buy less, we can significantly reduce our expenses and potentially our dependence on a 9-to-5 job. Imagine the possibilities that could open up if you weren't tied down by financial obligations and consumer debt. Finally, minimalist habits can lead to a deeper appreciation for life's simple pleasures. When we're not constantly chasing after the next big thing, we can take the time to savor the beauty in the everyday. A quiet morning cup of coffee, a walk in the park, a conversation with a loved one. These moments, often overlooked in the rush of modern life, can become sources of joy and contentment. With minimalist habits, we don't just change our surroundings, we change ourselves. A future shaped by minimalist habits isn't about scarcity, it's about abundance of a different kind. As we journey deeper into the 21st century, we're beginning to see the cracks in our consumer-driven society. We're realizing that having more doesn't always mean being more fulfilled. And that's where minimalist habits come into play. They can guide us towards a future where we measure our wealth not in material possessions, but in experiences, relationships, and personal growth. Imagine a world where sustainability isn't just a buzzword, but a way of life. By choosing to buy less, we're not just saving our hard-earned money. We're also reducing our environmental footprint. Every product we don't buy is one less item that needs to be produced, transported, and ultimately disposed of. But the benefits of minimalist habits extend beyond the environment. They can also foster a sense of community. When we stop trying to keep up with the latest trends, we start to value the people around us more than the things we own. We start to share, to give, to connect on a deeper level. We start to realize that we're all in this together, and that by helping each other, we're helping ourselves too. Moreover, minimalist habits can promote a healthier, more balanced relationship with our material possessions. Instead of constantly craving the newest, shiniest toy, we can learn to appreciate what we already have. We can learn to take care of our things, to repair rather than replace, to cherish rather than discard. So let's envision a future where we're not defined by what we own, but by who we are and what we do. A future where success isn't measured by the size of our houses, but by the quality of our lives. A future where we're not just surviving, but thriving. In embracing minimalist habits, we create a future that's not only simpler but also richer in the things that truly matter. So let's dare to be different. Let's dare to be minimalists. And let's dare to shape a future that's not just good for us, but for our planet as well.